Well, good Monday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your June the 1st, 2026. Well, we spent part of the afternoon tracking some of the severe weather across Alabama. It doesn't look like Georgia is going to be getting into the action. We've had a couple of storms here and there, some over extreme eastern Georgia that's caused a little bit of a problem, but otherwise been okay. We still got a little rain in the forecast here for tomorrow. Then we got some very beautiful days ahead as we head toward the middle of the week, and we'll give you an update on your weekend forecast as well. Now, before we get rolling here on this full report, if you're new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Greg Majewski, and I'm on a mission to build a professional 24-hour weather channel, and I could sure use your help. Doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is please subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates, as well as any potential live weather, severe weather events that we do from time to time. All right, let's go ahead and get into this update here for today. As we're looking at cloudy skies up here across Brasstown, Baltimore for this afternoon. No rain in the area. I think we've had a little bit of the residual wedge kind of in the mid-levels of the atmosphere that kind of protect us a little bit. It's 82 degrees here in Braselton. I've had some showers near my area here for this afternoon, and seeing some cloudy skies, but the clouds aren't really showing any kind of vertical development here this afternoon. It's warm, it's muggy, but again, not getting any kind of severe weather like they're seeing over there in Alabama. Looking at the local radar, again, we've had a couple of spotty showers here across the area. You see some of that here. Some active severe weather over here across extreme eastern Georgia, over there into South Carolina, and of course all this action in Alabama, but nothing in our area to worry about. Again, couldn't rule out a few showers here for this evening, but otherwise that's going to be about it. And then we may have to do it again tomorrow with a few scattered storms, but no severe weather expected for tomorrow. So you see the explosion of showers and thunderstorms here across central Alabama. Again, we're missing out on the action on this as this stays concentrated mostly in the Alabama area here. As you see all the severe weather, they're kind of moving to the south. It's kind of following the axis of this old stationary boundary coming through the air. So that's where it's kind of riding down, kind of like a bowling ball going down the alley. It's staying mostly in Alabama. We're just kind of getting some of the fringe effects here with just a little bit of rain across our area. So as we look at our severe weather outlook, again, just a marginal risk here for the rest of today going into tonight. But this is going to go away. We're not going to have any big problems here, I think. And as we go in for tomorrow, there's a general thunderstorm threat here across North Georgia. Again, maybe some late day storms I'll show you here on the model, but the severe risk shifts down here across South Georgia as we go into your Tuesday. So let's go look at our model data here, and we're looking at the latest here from the Rapid Refresh model, which did a very good job with this particular event. Let me make sure it's up to date here for you real quick. Let's go ahead and reload that. And again, we see it stays to the south. Everything stays over there in Alabama. You see the little cell over here. North Georgia looking good here for tonight. But that being said, watch what happens when we go into for tomorrow. All right, if we go into tomorrow afternoon, we're going to bubble up a little bit of activity. There it is right there. See that scattered showers and thunderstorms here by 5 o'clock? So we're going to have about between 20 and 40% chance of scattered storms here. It looks like northwest Georgia, y'all are okay. But we're looking at some scattered storms there. And once this goes by, that's it, folks. The rest of the week's looking pretty dry, and we're going to have some nice cool air drive in here as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. You're going to really appreciate those temperatures here as we're going to see some cooler weather moving in here. So as I take a look at the high resolution model data here, and I'll pull up the last one here as I go on back here for as far as temperatures are concerned. So as we go into your Tuesday morning, it's still going to be kind of a more mild morning, but low 60s, mid 60s, not bad. Not too bad here across North Georgia. And then our daytime highs going in for tomorrow. Again, we got some scattered storms in here. Cool off 70s and 80s kind of mixed in here as we go through the day. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, that's going to feel real nice. Check this out. Look at this, 55, 58, 56. Temperatures dropping in the 50s. That's going to feel very comfortable as dew points have been sitting in the upper 60s and low 70s. They're going to drop into the 50s. It's going to feel much more comfortable, and that's going to stick around for a few days. So you're going to really enjoy that. So let's look at our forecast our maps here. Again, watch this. This is from our friends from the National Weather Service here as we kind of go through the next 7 days on through here as we go into your Tuesday game. We've got that boundary sitting across there. So couldn't see a few scattered storms there potentially. But as we go into your Wednesday, we're going to dry things out. Look at that big old high pressure system. It's going to build on down in here. It's going to make things feel real nice here across our area for Wednesday and for Thursday. But as we go into the upcoming weekend, I think we say dry, but we're going to start warming things up. All right. So right now we're going to bring in a slight chance of rain back in the forecast for Sunday and Monday, but the humidity is going to start coming back. So again, enjoy the brief respite from the heat and humidity because the humidity it's going to start coming back at us going into next week. All right, so here's our forecast here for tomorrow. We'll go partly sunny, 74-64 there in Gainesville. So cooler day. Rainfall chances 20 to 40%. We're going to favor the North Georgia mountains for the most part with that 40%. The closer to Metro Atlanta, a little more isolated, okay, where that what we're seeing as far as the eruption of storms are concerned. So, again, couldn't rule out a few showers, maybe rumble thunder this evening. Very limited. And then we might see some patchy fog tomorrow morning. Everybody generally into the 60s. And then we'll see, definitely seeing a cooler day ahead. You notice that a lot of 70s up across northeast Georgia. Why? Because the winds are going to shift around from the east, almost another wedge coming back in here again. And that's going to bring in the cooler, dry air eventually as we go into Wednesday morning. That's when we're going to see very nice weather. Regionally looking like this. Again, 78 in Atlanta, 86 in Columbus, 90 in Jackson, 90 in Jacksonville, 81 in Nashville, and 83 in Memphis. And the next 7 days, once we get past this little rain chance here for tomorrow, hey, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looks great. Look at those lows in the 50s there in Gainesville. It wouldn't shock me if some of the mountains even sneak with some 40s. I mean, like Brasstown Bald wouldn't shock me if they drop into the 40s. And then we'll see temperatures start to climb back up again. And look at that. Yeah, we got us back in the upper 80s going into next Monday as the heat and humidity starts to come back. It is, of course, officially meteorological summer, so it's not unusual to see that. Now, with more storms in the forecast, this is a great opportunity for you guys to download our free North Georgia Majestic weather app. There's the Apple Store link on the QR code on top, and for you Android users, the QR code on the bottom. This is brought to us by our sponsor of our app at Roof It Forward and help some kids in need. Yeah, great roofing company. They give a portion of the folks who get the roofing done with them back to charity. So it's a great roofing company. Check them out and go download this app. It is free. It'll give you up to date on radar conditions. It'll alert you when there's rain nearby, lightning nearby, give you a future cast, hour by hour forecast. Great tool. Go ahead and download that and make that part of your weather toolbox, shall we say. All right, again, appreciate you guys checking us out, and I do appreciate the folks who participated in our brief live coverage this afternoon. We did about 3 hours just kind of watching, just making sure nothing unusual happened with those storms. It looked like it was going to be predominantly Alabama, and it was, but we were just watching close to make sure something didn't sneak into Georgia, and I think we're going to be looking okay here for tonight. All right, you guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next update. Until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.